Like it when you bite it, bite it, bite it, bite it. Like it when you bite it, bite it, bite it. Like it when you bite it, bite it, bite it, bite it. Like it when you bite it, bite it. Like it when you bite it.
What's up, you guys? This is Ariel Leani back in the cut with another YouTube video. And today, as you guys can tell by the title of this video, I'll be teaching you guys how to achieve this look. It's perfect for beginners. It's perfect for people who are already doing makeup, and it's perfect if you're trying to advance in makeup. I myself do makeup on myself and other people as well. So hopefully this video can help you guys. Make sure you guys give this video a like, subscribe, comment, and don't forget to share this video.
My ex bitch left me, that bitch lost, huh? Her bad, her loss, huh? I just sent the text like thanks cause I bossed up.
Okay, you guys, so I did just notice this after I already finished recording the video, but I have about 3 disclaimers for you guys. I also wanted to let you guys know that if you are following this tutorial, make sure you not only look and listen to what I say, but look at what I do and how I move my brush. It'll help a lot. Also, looking back at this video, I should have went a little bit lighter with the lips, but if you're following this tutorial, you don't have to use the exact same thing that I did. You're very much welcome to use whatever you have. So one thing that I forgot to tell you guys is to put chapstick on. It could be before you put your lip gloss on, lipstick on, whatever, or it can be before you start your makeup as a whole. And I say that because it looks better when your lips are moisturized and then you go ahead and put a gloss on top, rather than them being chapped and then you put gloss on top and then they look wrinkly. They just look a lot smoother if your lips are already moisturized. 2, I did get my lashes done, but they need to be redone, but I haven't had a chance to do that yet. So if they look a little weird or a little off or a little different, that is why. 2, I also forgot to tell you guys that the foundation brush by Real Technique is another good brush that you guys can use. It's not too expensive because it does come in their kit. I use that brush as well, but today I totally forgot that I had that brush, but those are the 2 brushes that I use for foundation. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, you guys, so as you can tell by the title of this video, we're going to be starting out doing a soft natural makeup look. I'm going to be showing you guys everything that I do on my face. Hopefully you'll try it and hopefully it works out for you. So the first thing I do is clean up my face. That's also what I do with all of my clients as well. I use micellar water. I really hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm probably not. But I just take a little cotton round and I clean my face off first, and then I get into it.
My hump, my hump, my hump, my hump, my hump, my hump, my lovely little lumps.
The next thing I do is my eyebrows. I go in with the Morphe. Okay, so you're going to be seeing a mix of high-end and like lower cost brands, but I have a mixture of both. It all depends on how I'm feeling. But I started out with the e.l.f. brow pencil. It's white. I'm going to leave a picture of everything that I use somewhere on the screen, but for right now I've been using this Morphe brow pencil in the shade Chocolate Mousse. I really like this one a lot better. Like, the pencil is thinner and it feels like you have more control, but with the e.l.f. one it's a lot thicker, so it's kind of hard to get the shape. Like, you have to do more work to get it how you want it to look. But this is what I do first.
I drop these suckers crazy. I do it on the daily. They treat me really nicely. They buy me all these ices. Dolce and Gabbana, Fendi and Adana.
And whenever I go towards like the front, I always try, like, I notice about myself that I have a really heavy hand, so I really try really hard to do light strokes in the front because you don't want it to look like boxy. Of course you want it to have a shape, but you don't want it to be like too boxy because that's not cute. You always want to at least try to get that ombre effect of light to dark. After I'm done outlining my eyebrows and filling them in, they look a little something like this, which with the Morphe brow pencil, it never looks like too crazy, but honestly it depends on the day because eyebrows never look the same. They just don't. So don't expect your eyebrows to look perfect or the same each time you do them. So next thing I do is I go in with a concealer and a foundation. So the foundations that I use are these, either by NARS or Maybelline. In NARS, it's in the shade Mako, or also known as MD4, and in Maybelline it's 340, also in the shade of Cappuccino. And I go with both because honestly it all depends on where I'm going and how I'm feeling. So today I think I'm gonna go in with Maybelline because the place I'm going, I don't really feel like doing too much today. And it's all about the technique when you do your makeup. It's never about how expensive something is or how cheap something is. It's all about the technique and how you work the brush. So if you have to start out with makeup that's less expensive, do that. Just make sure you work the brush how you're supposed to work the brush. I'm just gonna conceal my eyebrows. What I do is I conceal under and I put foundation on top. So when I conceal under my eyebrows, I always make sure to like do little dots, probably about 3 or 4, and then I go in with like a flat brush. Today I'll be using this brush. These brushes are part of a set that I found on Amazon. If I find the link, I'll be able to link it in the description box below or leave it somewhere on the screen. But I did get these like years ago, so hopefully I can still find the link.
My hump, my hump, my hump, my hump, my hump, my hump, my lovely little lumps. Check it out. I drop these stuff that's crazy. I do it on the daily. They treat me really nicely. They buy me all these ices. Dolce and Gabbana, Fendi and Adana.
After that's done, my eyebrows end up looking a little bit something like this. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this setting spray. I just re-upped on this setting spray because if y'all did not watch my last vlog, make sure you go turn in. Morphe had a very big sale and I really like this setting spray, so this is the one I use. But if I don't have that on hand, I also use the NYX matte finish setting spray. It's also a very good setting spray, especially if you're just beginning and you do not want to spend too much money because you're still trying to figure things out. So again, like I said, it's not about the price, it's about the technique. I then go in with a flat brush. This brush is by RK by Kiss. I got it at the hair store and I never went back. This is literally all I use to smooth out my foundation or like smooth out my contour, smooth out my concealer, like anything for blending, anything for the face. Like I usually use it for foundation, but on days when I'm just doing only eyebrows or if I do contour and it looks a little bit too harsh, since there's already foundation on this brush, I go ahead and I smooth out with this as well. I promise you guys, if you're just starting out makeup and you want to know some things to get, this is definitely a brush I recommend to get.
Sharing all their money, got me wearing fly. Girl, but I ain't asking. They say they love my ass. In 7 G's to religion. I say no, but they keep giving. So I keep on taking. And no, I ain't taking.
After I'm done blending everything out, what I like to do is go in with eyeliner on my waterline. This is the eyeliner I'll be using today, and only because whenever I do my own makeup, I always forget to do eyeliner, so I didn't really have the chance to get like another eyeliner besides the liquid eyeliner. And I don't like to use liquid eyeliner under my eye because it could get in my eye and I'm really clumsy, so I don't do that. So the brand I'll be using today is LA Colors, this brand, and I haven't used this eyeliner in a while, so honestly I guess we'll see how this turns out. I'm really not sure if you guys can see, but this is how it turned out. It's really cute. Honestly, eyeliner, you're able to see it more in person, but I'm looking in the mirror right now and this looks really cute. So like I said, again, do not worry about the price. Just work the brush. That's it. Now I go in with primer. This is the primer I have been using. It is the Marshmallow Primer, a very famous primer. Before, I used to use the Too Faced primer. This is supposed to give you like a really glowy look, but I stopped using it to try this out. But now I want to try the other e.l.f. primer, the Hydro Grip Run. It's blue. Says that it sticks your makeup on and melts it really well. I haven't tried that yet, but I recommend all 3 of those primers. They look to be pretty well to me. After I put on my primer, I honestly use any brush that I know I'm not going to use for anything else that I'm putting on my face. So I'll be going in with this brush, just a regular brush. After I'm done priming, you could go in with the foundation of your choice. Today I'll be using Maybelline. To spread the makeup on my face when it does not have the little pump thing, I put it on my hand and I use like another flat brush. This was a gift, but the brand is My Beauty Spot, and I haven't used it for anything else other than to like spread my makeup on evenly, and then after I go in and I blend it out with this. The trick I learned with foundation is to never go too heavy. You do not need all that foundation, especially if you have an even enough toned skin to your liking. You don't need that much foundation. I promise you, it's a game changer. Do not use too much foundation. Also with foundation, make sure you don't put anything under your eyes. Only thing that should go under your eyes is concealer, not foundation, because it's more likely to crease. Do not put any foundation under your eyes. Also, what I forgot to mention is that when you guys put on your foundation, put the foundation on and then spray your face with any setting spray of your choice, because it's a lot easier to blend and you want the makeup to melt into your skin. So whenever you just put it on and just everything is dry, it'll be a lot harder to blend out. Now I'm gonna go in with two types of concealers. It all depends on your choice. Again, I'm going for a bright eye look, so I'm going to use the Too Faced concealer that I showed you guys from last time, and then I'm going to go in with another concealer that's about 2 shades lighter than me. The concealer that I'll be using is by e.l.f. e.l.f. is another very good brand of concealer. So like I said, if you do not want to spend that much money because you're just starting out, you do not have to. My lovely little lumps. Check it out. I drop these focus crazy. The brush that you need to use to blend out your concealer, y'all, I promise y'all, this works so good. Like this brush, this is by Real Techniques, the 402 brush. It comes in there, I don't remember the name, but I think it's their everyday makeup type of kit. But this is what I use on myself, and this is also what I use on my clients. It's the best thing to use to blend out your concealer. Trust me, I will not lie to y'all. Definitely use this. Another thing with concealer is you always want to make sure that you blend it in exactly where you place it. So, and make sure you pat it in. Do not swab it, because then it'll look messy and that'll look weird. So don't do that. Always make sure wherever you place it at, that's where you pat it in at, and that's where you blend it at, because that's the best look. So what I'm going to do now is, since I already applied my concealer, I'm going to spray my face and then I'm going to blend that out, and then I'm going to go ahead and put the lighter shade of concealer on top. Not too much, because you don't want any flashback, and then I'm going to go ahead and blend that out as well. As soon as you're done blending out your concealer, make sure you do not give it the chance to crease. Go in with some type of setting spray immediately. I'm going to be using this one by Airspun. It's very cost efficient, so make sure you do that, because I tend to have some clients that crease under their eye as soon as concealer is put under there, so do not give it a chance to crease. You can go in with a different brush other than the one that you use to blend out your concealer, but that's what I'm going to do. Sometimes I go in with the same brush, sometimes I don't, but it definitely works best if you go in with a different brush to place your setting powder under. Okay, you guys, so now I go in with contour, and this is the contour palette that I use. It all depends on your skin tone. This is the one I use though. It's by Black Radiance. It's medium to dark. So what I do to get the smoothest cream contour, because honestly you could just take a brush and contour your face how you want to contour your face, but I spray it with setting spray first, and then I go ahead and take a brush, pick it up, and place it on my face. What I do with my contour is I round it upwards on my cheek. I'll show you guys that soon, and it all depends on your face shape. That's how you get your contour in your face to like really accentuate your features. So if you have more of a like longer face like I do, you should try rounding your contour and let me know how that works out. But if you have more of a rounder face, just go like slanted with it. Trust me on this, I'm putting y'all on game.
My hump, my hump, my hump, my hump, my hump, my hump, my lovely little lumps. Check it out. I drop these fuckers crazy. I do it on the daily. They treat me really nicely. They buy me all these ices.
After my cheeks, I go ahead and contour my nose. So what I do is I go down here and I start from the eyebrow. Like you have to drag it up from the eyebrow just a little bit. Just drag it into the eyebrow and then go down. And I do that on the other side, and then I make it like, I don't really know how to explain it, but I'm gonna show y'all.
My hump, my hump, my hump, my hump, my hump, my hump, my lovely little lumps. Check it out. I drop these fuckers crazy. I do it on the daily. They treat me really nicely. They buy me all these ices.
I also put a little bit on my forehead. Honestly, it all depends on the hairstyle that I have, because if I have a certain hairstyle and my forehead isn't that much covered, then I put like a lot more. But since I have a wig on and you know, I'm only gonna put a little bit. Before I blend, I go ahead and spray my face again, because this is how you get the makeup to melt. And then you go ahead and blend with some sort of slanted brush and blend that upwards. If it tends to look a little harsh, you can definitely go ahead, like I said earlier in the video, and blend in with whatever foundation brush that you guys use. The next thing I'm going to do is make sure I put like a line going down with my concealer. I'm gonna go in with the Too Faced, the one that I showed you guys from earlier. Then we're gonna move on to nude eyeshadow, blush, and lips. Now we're gonna go in with some blush. This is what I be using for blush. It is a red lipstick by CoverGirl, and it works just fine. But I cannot find my actual blush. It's the e.l.f. Putty Blush, and it's in the shade Caribbean. I use that one usually, but since I don't have that right now, what I'm gonna do is take this and put about 1 to 2 dots on my face, and the same brush that I use for my foundation, I'm gonna go ahead and blend that in. Make sure to smile while you blend it out, so it can like really go on your cheekbones and it can sit where it's supposed to. Since I'm done with that, the next thing I'm gonna do is eyeshadow and lips. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some mascara on my bottom lashes. Mascara I'll be using is Sky High. I also use the Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced, but like I said, if you're just starting out and you don't want to spend too much, this is another good mascara. Now we're gonna move on to eyeshadow. This is a soft natural look, so it's not going to be anything major. We're just going to go in with a nude eyeshadow. I'll be using this Morphe palette. I don't remember the name, but I have used it before. I believe I used it in my last makeup video. But this is what the palette looks like. So I'll be going in with this shade of brown, and then to make it pop, I'll be going in with this in the corners of my eyes. This is Diamond Dust. It's by Physicians Formula. This is what it looks like, just in case you guys may want to try it. The brush I'll be using to apply it is also by Real Techniques. This is from their everyday kit as well, so I definitely recommend to go invest in that. They have it on Amazon and also on their site.
My hump, my hump, my hump, my hump, my hump, my hump, my lovely little lumps. Check it out. I drop these fuckers crazy. I do it on the daily. They treat me really nicely. They buy me all these ices.
Now Now for the inner corners, I'll be using a very small brush. Like, it's really, really thin. And I'll just be putting that like right in the corner of my eye just to give it a little pop. Unfortunately, I cannot find the exact lip liner that I was going to use today, but this one is very good as well. The one that I was going to use is a little bit darker than this. This is in the shade Sweet Tea by Morphe, so I'm going to outline my lips with that, and then I'm going to go in with my Fenty lip gloss. This is in the shade Fenty Glow, and this is your final look, you guys. This is the final makeup look. So now I'm gonna fix my hair up and I'm gonna let you guys see the final product.
Yeah, you want capture my soul. I'ma get up so make you want better, better, better.
I just sent a text like thanks cause I bossed up.